mental health, hatred, gravitating toward hard right, neo-fascist ideology. And we know one of the videos he posted months ago was of the 4th of July parade route. There was a video with a death theme in it. He created videos depicting mass shootings, symbol for himself, his avatar of sorts, was resembling a neo-Nazi hate symbol. So there are going to be a lot of questions here about warning signs. And if things were missed, did anybody see any of that material? Was he putting it out there and then nobody was watching it, or were they? We don't know yet.
All right. And as far as that social media stuff, I assume the cops have it and it's been taken down at this point. Have you been able to actually see any of it?
Yeah, it's been taken down. Our teams have reviewed a lot of it. There is a video or an image of a mass shooting killing cartoon characters and some other ones, like the one months ago of the parade route right here. And by the way, his family, his dad, same name, ran for mayor here in 2019. Didn't win, but did relatively well. Got about a quarter of the vote here. So this is the name of their last name, Cremo. They're well known in this community. And he may have been a loner, standoffish, antisocial, all of that, but they were relatively well known in this community.
And just one more question before I let you go. It's interesting that you talked about his dad and grandfather having the same name, because I've seen media reports this morning that say that he obtained the gun legally. However, when I was talking to your colleague, Aaron Katersky, he pointed out that the name that is on the thing doesn't necessarily, they don't know if it was Cremo the first, the second, or the third. So it could have been that maybe the dad or the grandfather obtained it legally. Do you guys have confirmation on that yet?
No, and the ATF doesn't know either. They're still doing the urgent trace on it, which is, we've talked about it before, but not all that urgent in that there's no computer that they go into and look it up. They got to go back and find original carbon copy prints stored in warehouses to do a lot of this. So that is underway right now. But that complicates all of it, figuring out the background of the gun. And yes, and a lot of people are asking today, there is an assault weapons ban in Highland Park, but it is a local ordinance. And this is a tiny little postage stamp of a town surrounded by numerous other towns and Chicago to the south, that a local ordinance doesn't do any good, or is it just symbolic? They put it in place after Sandy Hook. In this case, doesn't seem like it did anything.
Exactly. All right, Alex, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again. See you later. ABC's Alex Stone. And he's absolutely right. I mean, when these ordinances are put into effect, if somebody's squirrely and if somebody is hell-bent on doing one of these shootings, they're going to do it. I mean, I think it's incredibly well-intentioned, and I think that, yes, more of them could go into effect just to show that a community is trying to do everything it can not to have that kind of violence happen. But the guy is going to go and get a gun, and his family is even kind of prominent in the community. I don't know what you do to stop that. This is KFI and KOST HD2 Los Angeles. Let's check in with Nick Paliocchini, this time checking out your drive on the 405.
As you're making your way through the San Fernando Valley, southbound side getting to North Hills, that's going to be a rough ride for you as you're coming away from Nordhoff, heading toward about Roscoe Boulevard. Nothing reported in lanes causing those delays, but there's got to be something. If you have an update, pound 250 on your cell phone, keyword KFI traffic, further southbound on the 405, wide open for your drive as you continue beyond the 101 all the way through West LA as you head toward the 10. Return trip on the northbound side of the 405, not too bad, but definitely seeing a few delays for you through the South Bay as you come off the 110 out of the Carson area through Torrance toward Western, loosens up beyond that as you continue further northbound on the 405 toward Hawthorne and Lenox and the 105. Westbound side of the 105, pretty rough for your ride through Linwood. It stretches coming away from Long Beach Boulevard beyond the 110 as you head toward Crenshaw Boulevard, 91 West. As an alternative to the 105 West, through LA County anyway, it looks like a pretty decent drive. 5 northbound, definitely starting to heat up for you. Drive on the northbound side of the 5 as you're coming out of the East LA and Commerce area. For before the 710, 5 northbound going to be a rough ride for you through Boyle Heights toward downtown LA and the 101. And the 101 north through downtown coming away from 4th, heading toward the 110 heavy as well. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Paliocchini.
This is KFI and KOST HD2 Los Angeles, Orange County.
1877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. With gas prices at all-time highs, now's the time to donate.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With your donation, you'll receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher, so donate today.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellations. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-738-9900. That's 800-738-9900.
Southern California Edison wants to remind you that we all have the power to make a clean energy California.
SoCal weather from KFI. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful day. We do have a warming trend on the way, though. But today's highs are just going to be in the, looks like, 70s at the beaches. We'll make it into the mid to upper 70s for Metro LA and OC. Upper 70s, low 80s for the valleys in the IE, but we're going to see 90s again by the weekend. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee. This has been your wake-up call. Handle on the News with Wayne starts now.
Handle on the News.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeart app. Good morning. It is the Bill Handel Show. Bill on vacation, coming back next week. And let's say good morning to everybody. We need to manage tone right now because we can't be too fun.
Yeah.
Given the lead story today. But good morning, Jen.
Morning, Wayne.
And you are wearing a very lovely top.
Thank you. Yeah, it's another Goodwill find.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of lace on the top with some like little frilly sleeves. I'm having brunch with Justin Worsham this morning.
Oh, former board op on the Bill Handel Show.
Host of the Dad Podcast with Carrie and
Host of the
Shannon.
Dad Podcast, frequent guest on Carrie and Shannon, and I don't know if he wants us talking too terribly much about his life, but he is a massively successful realtor, real estate mogul now.
That's what I was going to make sure today that because I'm sure we'll take some sort of picture, I was going to put like Burbank's best realtor. This guy is crazy bonkers on top of his game right now.
Well, it's lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Maybe tell him I said hello.
I will. I definitely will.
And Alex is running around somewhere. Tyler is here. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Wayne.
All right. I think let's just get into this because it's too big.
Yeah.
And it's too upsetting, and we have to give it its proper due as an event that has happened in this country. So let's start Handle on the News. You have Jennifer Jones-Lee and me, and the lead story. Well, we now know 6 are dead, at least 30 hurt in that shooting at the 4th of July parade in Highland Park, a suburb of Chicago. And the person of interest that they were looking for is in custody, Robert Cremo III. There was a bit of a chase. They did find him in his vehicle, and then he took off, and they did finally corral him in. And a couple of things about this. This is everybody's nightmare. And what I mean by everybody's nightmare, law enforcement, primarily. This is one of those shooting at a crowd from an elevated position instances. The last one that comes to mind would be, of course, what happened in Las Vegas.
Yes, exactly.
Where that guy was in a hotel room. And then for me, if I search back, I'm sure I'm missing some, but you go all the way back to the late 60s at UT Austin.
Oh, yes.
You had Charles Whitman in the tower up there. Oh, and I guess President Kennedy being assassinated by
from the
who was up, yes.
repository.
I mean, this is really the most this is the most deadly kind of configuration that you can have, and this is what this person did. And I know you're talking to Alex Stone before we came on, and he's coming back at 7 because he's there live on the scene with everything that he knows, and I don't think you're going to be surprised at what has been learned about this person.
I don't either. His social media presence, the question that I do have is, how did he obtain the gun? And here's why. When I was talking to Alex, the one thing that we brought up is he is the third, which means his dad was the second and his father the OG. Going in that order, the FBI says at this moment it does not know if this rifle belonged to the grandpa, the dad, or the kid. That's just what I'm interested in. How did he get his hands on it?
Well, since he is alive, maybe he would want to talk about all of that. Here's the thing: if we're looking for a crime in the obtaining of the gun, it would be what? Either he bought it,
right?
Not a crime.
Legally, right?
If it was dad's or granddad's, then it's just a question of, did he have access to it or did he steal it?
Right.
So, I mean, obviously a lot more is going to come out over the next few days as the authorities deal with this case. And Alex Stone will be here at 7. He's going to have the very, very up-to-the-minute information on this situation. And this is not the only shooting yesterday at a 4th of July event.
Nope, there was one in Philadelphia. This is where 2 police officers were shot during a 4th of July festival. And the similar scene, too, if you look at this, yes, Philadelphia is much bigger than, little 30,000 population Highland Park in Illinois, but the scene was the same. You had shoes and picnic tables and chairs, all that left behind by people who just scrambled as soon as the gunshots were heard. Now, officials say both of the officers have gone to the hospital for treatment. One officer suffered a graze to the head. Montgomery County Sheriff's deputy suffered a gunshot wound, and so they will be okay, it looks like, at least. And I think they're still looking for the shooter, right?
I don't have any information about how far along they are in apprehending somebody.
I don't either.
They're keeping it quiet, which is probably the smart thing to do.
Yep.
All right, Jen, so, we have an issue here, which is the next story is a completely different kind of story. So why don't we get a news update from you, and then we'll get back into Handle on the News momentarily. It's KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeart app. Here is Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the 24-hour KFI newsroom.
President Biden says he and First Lady Jill Biden are shocked by yesterday's parade shooting in Illinois. In a tweet, Biden said gun violence yet again has brought grief to an American community. Democrats are trying their efforts again to close Guantanamo Bay. Republicans are dismissing the efforts, though. The Democrats face because they say it will be an uphill challenge in the Senate. And firefighters in Northern California are battling a wildfire that broke out yesterday east of Sacramento at a recreation area that was packed with people celebrating the 4th of July. According to CAL FIRE, at the latest check, the fire burning in Amador County had quickly spread to just under 1,000 acres. From the Driveway.com Weather Center, we've got a mostly sunny day ahead after we lose this marine layer and, honestly, the fog, the smoke that is still covering most of Southern California today. Highs today are going to be in the upper 60s at the beaches to the mid-80s inland. This report is brought to you by COVIDclinic.org. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places like back to the 405.
This time we're going to be in the South Bay on the northbound side, coming away from Avalon Boulevard out of the Carson area. Really heavy for your drive into Torrance as you make your way toward Western. Now, it is a 3-car smash-up and maybe a motorcycle involved as well. On the 405 North near Avalon Boulevard, are being reported in the carpool lane, but not really seeing any delays to support that. So maybe it's a little further northbound, closer to the 110 where those delays really are. Also on the northbound 405 near Western, got a 2-car smash-up that's being reported in lane. So definitely rough ride there. Got an update, pound 250 on your cell phone, keyword KFI traffic. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
When was the last time you had your house checked for termites? Yeah, exactly. One call to Pacific Coast Termite will get you a free home inspection. And even if you don't think you have termites, it's worth the phone call to make sure that you do have termites. Easy to treat. They do it without tenting.
You can even be home when they do their job, and listen to me tell you, I've tented before, it's a nightmare. Or they'll tell you you don't have termites, which is great news. Mention KFI, get 10% off termite treatments, a 2-year guarantee on their work. And I have been a customer of Pacific Coast Termite for probably 10 years or more. Call 800-PACIFIC, 800-PACIFIC. Visit PacificCoastTermite.com. That's PacificCoastTermite.com.
Pacific Coast Termite, kills termites.
The clean, friendly way.
Reduce the likelihood of an outbreak locally. Doing your part is easy. Get tested. Visit covidclinic.org to learn more about who they are and what they stand for. If you plan on gathering socially, testing can help ensure that everybody remains safe. Schedule your appointment at covidclinic.org.
This report is sponsored by Reptile Super Show. The Reptile Super Show is back this weekend at the Anaheim Convention Center. It's the world's largest reptile show and sale this Saturday and Sunday. See and buy from thousands of reptiles, amphibians, and turtles at an educational family fun event. Get details and tickets at reptilesupershow.com.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellations. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-738-9900. That's 800-738-9900.
Sign up for Lowe's MVP's Pro Rewards and Partnership Program and get exclusive rewards to help level up your business. Program subject to terms and conditions, valid through 12/31/22. See Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty Terms, subject to change.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. This is your wake-up call. Did I just say wake-up call? I meant handle on the news. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee, along with Wayne Resnick, and we're having just a little glitch.
All right.
Oh, there we are. All right. So, it wasn't a glitch. It was a show cold yesterday. Joey Chestnut. Did you watch this, Wayne, yesterday? Have you seen the video of this, the footage? It is incredible. Joey Chestnut, first off, let's talk about this. He won yesterday's Nathan's hot dog eating contest. He got 63 dogs down in 10 minutes, which, can I call Joey out on this a little bit? Kind of a slack job. Because his record is 76 dogs. And so yesterday he comes in with 63 and he's like, woo, I won. Really?
He was exhausted, he said.
He was in a cast. He had a tendon blowout, I think.
Ruptured tendon.
Yeah, and so I get it.
He was tired and he was winded, and it didn't have anything to do with his action hero move.
So imagine, for people who haven't seen the video, they're in the middle of it. Joey Chestnut's stuffing those dogs down. You know how they do where they dip them in the water and then they just get them smushed down their gullet. And he's in the middle of the gullet smushing, and then some guy, I don't know what was on the sign. What was the protester sign? Do you know?
You know, I don't remember the exact words, but he was protesting. Oh, I think it said expose Smithfield's Death Star, because he was protesting Smithfield, the big meat company, and the conditions on their pig farm, and I believe that's what it said.
And so Joey, in the middle of the competition, the guy comes up behind him, and Joey just turned around and put him in a headlock. And then the authorities came over and grabbed the guy, and the whole time, Joey's munching on his dog. I gotta say.
Barely slowed down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was like a muscle memory movement. Like, at home, does he practice? Does he have kids and they come up to him in the middle of it and he sticks them in a chokehold like Daddy's practicing right now?
I don't know if he's got a side interest in MMA or if this is part of his training. Maybe he's specifically trained to be attacked during a hot dog eating contest.
Wouldn't that be weird if he is? I mean, fascinating, actually, if he is.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was pretty... I'll give it to him. So while I say on the one side, 63 hot dogs and your record 76, please, Joey. On the other hand, I say, good for you.
Here's the thing. So he ate so many, I'm going to get the grammar wrong, so many fewer hot dogs than last year, but he still won. So what does that show you? How far ahead he is of any other competitor.
Did you hear him say, too, that he had not won any other food competition this year? I thought, oh, that's interesting.
Well, this is his,
Dogs are his thing.
Yeah.
You know what the one I still can't figure out is mayonnaise. There is a competition for the people who can eat no?
It's not a thing I needed to know about.
Yeah, there's a mayonnaise competition.
And I'm wondering what important piece of information is gone now to make room for that. Thanks.
Everyone.
Wow. All right, you want to do this like good news, bad news gas story?
Yes. So the average price of a gallon of gas dropped 4 cents yesterday. Woo! To $6.29 in LA County. However, that set the gas price record for the 4th of July. The closest one was actually in 2008. That record was $4.60. How much do you wish that we were at record-setting 2008 prices again?
It would be fantastic.
But, wow. Almost, well, what, $1.70? $1.70 higher. No? Yes?
Yeah.
Than it was in 2008. And that's when we were like, wow, these gas prices are astronomical at $4.60. Come back, 2008. Recession, no recession, just come back.
Are we going to have to do this for Labor Day and Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's? It's going to be the articles about, it was a new record for Thanksgiving Day.
Probably.
Gas prices set a new record for the day after Thanksgiving.
If we're just dropping by 0.4 cents, probably.
Gas prices set a new record for a day that's within 10 days of October 12th and includes a period, a weekend where a Marvel action film opened.
Yes.
We get it. Gas prices are high. That's why we're giving away $1,000 at 9:20.
Yeah.
Plus or minus a few minutes, around 9:20.
I was thinking about that.
That's exactly why we're doing it, to try to help some people out.
If you've got a truck, that's 10 times you're going to get to go fill that truck up. Which, for some people, that only means like a month. But still, you get a month reprieve. That's huge.
Well, flight cancellation. This could be the other thing. Every holiday weekend now, it's going to be about how many flights were canceled. So a lot of flights were canceled. But guess what? Yesterday, the end of the holiday weekend, there were fewer flights canceled and fewer delays. So it's all getting better.
Ish.
Wow, more than 9, just let me finish this, because not more than 9 million people flew in the United States between Thursday and Sunday.
I have to say,
a lot of people in airports.
It was, but it wasn't that bad. My flight from Oakland to Burbank, Oakland was meh when it came to the number of people. Burbank, there was nobody.
Really?
Nobody at Burbank when I flew home on Sunday. Very, very few people. I did have a celebrity sighting, and I don't know what his actual name is, which is horrible. Do you remember the sitcom Reba that Reba McEntire was in?
No.
Okay, well...
I remember that it existed.
All right, so his name on the show was Van, and he was in Bride Wars, and I think he's in a current new show. Anyway, he was at the airport with his kids, and we were in security together. And he was very, very nice. Like, he didn't say anything, but he just smiled and everything, and it was just this lovely... He just seemed like the most normal guy. And anyway, so Van from Reba, if you are listening this morning, and now I'm looking your name up because...
Well, Tyler just let me know. His name is apparently Steve Howie.
Steve, yes. Steve Howie was at the airport with his kids, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's the guy from Reba. Everybody was whispering, or that's the guy from Bride Wars. Super normal dude.
I absolutely am not trying to be mean or anything. I'm assuming he was not mobbed with people recognizing him.
He was not mobbed, but here's what I love about LA. A guy like him who is known. I mean, did I know his name? No, but I knew the character that he played. But nobody was going up to him like, hey, can I selfie? Hey, can I autograph? Whatever. They were just, LA is so cool about that because you see them pretty much so often that they were just kind of letting him be a dad. Let him get some kids some food, and everybody was kind of granted, were we all talking behind his back? Yeah. Oh my God, that's it.
Really? All right. You know, he was also a big character on Shameless.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. The new one with Christine. No. What's his name? Small guy that was in The Cooler.
William H. Macy.
William H. Macy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, the point is you saw him.
Yes. And he was very cool. It was just so L.A. Like, everybody's traveling.
What's the biggest celebrity you ever saw in the street?
John Voight, maybe?
All right. Pretty good.
Dinner at a restaurant with him. I just saw Mario Lopez when Michelle and I were at Yamava Casino 2 weekends ago.
Also pretty good.
You saw Louis Anderson? Tyler saw Louis Anderson. Oh, he said Wayne said biggest. First off.
Oh, no.
R.I.P.
Wow. All right. Let's move on to some other news, please.
Ukraine.
And by the way, thanks you all for your interest in what celebrities I've seen.
I thought you would volunteer. What's the biggest celebrity?
No, we're moving on.
Who? No.
You'll have to. Hopefully, it'll come up again somehow organically sometime on the show, and then I will tell you.
Ukraine has laid out its recovery plan for a post-war future that we'll get to after Wayne tells us who his biggest celebrity is that he's ever seen.
Well, amongst the many, Diane Keaton.
Oh, she is. Yeah, that's big.
Dave Grohl multiple times. Because our office was right in Studio City where he would also frequent.
I might mob him.
I let Kiefer Sutherland
I've met Kiefer.
Go ahead of me at a traffic light on Sunset Boulevard near Fuller in Hollywood.
That was kind of you.
Mm-hmm. And he gave me a little, like a tip of the
hat,
buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Now I'm forgetting some of them. Oh, this is my favorite. Okay. You know what? Here's the problem. We have to take a break. Oh, no.
Man, who's your favorite? Okay, after the
What massive movie star almost knocked me to the ground?
Oh, wait, I have one of these too, but I almost knocked him to the ground.
Well, we'll see if we can find a little time in the show.
All right, sounds good.
To recount these tales. But we'll continue handle on the news, and right now, here's Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
The Sacramento Police Department is looking for video evidence in connection to a fatal shooting that killed a person outside a nightclub. Police say 4 others were also shot yesterday and went to the hospital. Police say the man that died was a high school assistant football coach. News is brought to you by veteran-owned Sepra Solaris. A man has died after he was hurt confronting a burglar in his home in Lincoln Heights. Cops say the break-in happened last night about 9:30. The burglar ran away. The 4th of July marked the 25th anniversary of the landing of the Mars Pathfinder.
It was a pivotal mission for NASA JPL.
Spacecraft should have passed the 600 mark. Airbag should be inflated.
Pathfinder touched down on the surface of Mars July 4th, 1997. The mission was the first major project following the successful Space Shuttle program, and the first under NASA's new motto, faster, better, cheaper. The spacecraft launched in December of 96 and only lasted 83 days in Mars time. Pathfinder would set the standard for all future missions, including the Mars Perseverance and Ingenuity. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
Lawyers for Mississippi's only abortion clinic have a hearing at a court to decide if a 1998 state Supreme Court ruling supporting the right to an abortion can stop a trigger law from going into effect. The clinic has filed a lawsuit arguing the people of Mississippi have a state constitutional right to an abortion because of that ruling. The trigger law is set to go into effect Thursday. A fireworks show in Fort Worth, Texas was cut short because of a grass fire. The annual event at Panther Island Pavilion drew about 75,000 people yesterday for the 4th of July. The fire in the banks of the Trinity started 9 minutes after the show. Organizers say they'd been watering the area down for weeks to prevent dry patches. And foreign ministers from Sweden and Finland have arrived in Brussels to take their first major step to join the alliance. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg opened the meeting in Brussels by calling it an historic moment.
Today, we will formally sign the protocols of accession. This marks the start of the ratification process.
Sweden and Finland have abandoned their historical neutrality in response to the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Your SoCal weather from KFI. We have a sunny day ahead after this marine layer burns off, but also it's super hazy out there because of the smoke from all the fireworks in Southern California. Highs today are going to be in the upper 60s to low 70s at the beaches. We'll be around the upper 70s, right at 80 for Metro LA and OC, low to mid 80s for the valleys in the IE, and we've got some heat coming toward the end of the week, probably 90s for the weekend. Let's get another look at that drive. Nick Paliochini Jeff Baugh, good morning to you, actually. Jeff Baugh is looking at, let's see, where are you heading, Jeff? I'm missing it now. I'm guessing Jeff Baugh is grounded.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Oh, there's Nick. Hi, Nick.
You got me?
I got you.
There we go. Let's go to the North Hills area, 405 southbound of Roscoe Boulevard. Got a 3-car smash-up. Has lanes blocked, and that is going to be a mess for you coming away from the 118. Also some junk from that southbound 405 at Roscoe Boulevard wreck. Ended up in the northbound lane, so you'll see delays from Sherman Way as you make your way back toward Roscoe Boulevard. Further southbound on the 405. Coming away from the 101 as you make your way through the Sepulveda Pass. Going to be a bit busy as you make your way toward Mulholland or Skirball. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Paliochini.
Are you like me? Have you gotten to the point in life where value is paramount for your hard-earned money? Hey, it's Neil Saavedra. When our home needed new windows, we called American Vision Windows, period. Their commitment to using the best quality materials and expert installers gave us the best value. The owners, Bill and Kathleen, they had a lousy experience replacing their windows. They started their own company, and for 20 years, they've been focused on doing it right for their customers. Through July 31st, combine any two of the following offers and save up to $2,200. Free expert installation, free upgrade to the Sun Matrix package, free sound package, no payments, no interest for 12 months. Choose any two and save. CSLB number 778326. Trust the window company that I trust, my family and friends trust. American Vision Windows. Call them today. Get a free estimate. 888-226-9908. That's 888-226-9908, or go to AmericanVisionWindows.com.
Santa Monica Buick GMC, serving Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet customers. Shop online or in-store for your next brand new or GM-certified pre-owned vehicle. 1717 Santa Monica Boulevard, your EV Hummer headquarters. Santa Monica Buick GMC.com.
Baseball's biggest stars are headed to Los Angeles for MLB All-Star Week 2022.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Get in on the action at Capital One Play Ball Park at MLB Live in DCLA from